Hi, Babs. How you doing?
Who's that?
You're telling me you don't know?
Oh,
You know the
it's
drunk.
Lig.
You know drunk
Oh,
Lig. Drunken Lig. How are you?
Oh, hello, drunken Lig.
You all
You've been
right?
in rehab today.
Well, no, I haven't
Jesus
started
Christ.
drinking. If that's what you're asking.
You haven't stopped drinking, did you say?
Oh, I can afford it. That's all you are jealous about. Anyway,
No,
what I want to
I could
know is,
afford it if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I have a life.
I'm glad you've got a great life.
Yeah, I have. Better
Do you know
than
what?
yours.
I'm really glad you're fulfilled in it, Babs.
Yeah, or whatever. Look,
No,
Betty,
I am. I'm
just
really glad and happy you're fulfilled in your life.
whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to the school.
Blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, Babs?
I just said blah, blah,
Yada,
blah.
yada, yada.
Hmm.
Anyway, getting back to the school. So they do have records of bullying, don't they? And they also have quite a lot of medical sort of records that kids, which they have to have by law and legally. So, yeah, I can't see why Babs keeps blaming the school for the actions of a girl that lied to save her friend and never once thought for a minute she would be cross-examined on it.
Right.
Hey,
So
Babs,
what
you know what as well, yeah? You see what Liggs is saying, yeah, as well, yeah, about the school having the medical records. Remember, the school had a record of the therapy that she was going through, but they didn't have a record of her reporting to the therapist about the Jamal incident. So,
hang on a minute. So she was receiving therapy.
Yeah, she was already having therapy for anxiety.
What?
Anxiety.
Right.
It's in the first Politico video.
Right. Okay.
When he breaks down the case, first of all. So she was having therapy for anxiety, and the school knew about the therapy. But then when she was asked to produce evidence of the therapy being because of the Jamal incident, obviously the only record was for the anxiety at school.
Right. So it's not possible in your book, Betty, yeah, that the therapist that the therapist didn't.
Say again, sorry?
That the therapist was told not to admit that she was receiving therapy because of what Jamal had done to her.
Yeah, I don't think that happened.
No, I don't think that happened.
Yeah, okay, you don't.
No, that would put the therapist practice in so much disrepute.
Yeah.
No, but do you know what? Yeah, imagine Babs, if they done that, yeah, how much disrepute would that put the therapist practicing? That they're lying for a flipping school kid's argument instead of just telling the truth. When they're supposed to be therapists, like helping people repair their mental health or whatever the stress they're going through, de-stress them, so they're still prepared to have the tools to cope with whatever stresses come up in the future and not have to come back to therapy.
No, but what I was just going to say, I mean, how many Syrian kids are in the school?
Does
I mean, can you imagine if you're like going to it? Hold on, Babs. You imagine going to a school and there's maybe about only 3 of you that are from Syria, and then you're getting picked on. Apparently, you're meant to just get picked on, allow people to say what they want to you, but you can't stand up for yourself. So that's what the judge thought. No, hold on, Babs. The judge read between the lines and said, this is a kid that's been bullied, stood up for himself, and no one likes it. Pardon?
The said Syrian is allowed to threaten the other boys' little sisters with rape.
No, but that's even that wasn't proven to be true.
Well, it isn't, is it? Because the doctor has never heard of that girl. The therapist said she didn't discuss being traumatized. So traumatized by a kid in school. What? She said she was that traumatized. She went and swore on oath that she was taking painkillers prescribed by a doctor. A doctor said no. And she never discussed that trauma with her own therapist. She got in too deep because she wanted to protect her mate. And whatever adults that were around her should hang their heads in shame. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, so a head teacher is going to lie for somebody else, are they? Don't be absolutely ridiculous.
What head teacher?
Sorry,
What
the
head
drink-
teacher?
the
Was he
drink
brought into
onto
the
your
courtroom? Was he brought into the courtroom?
Who?
The head of that school.
Well, the
Yeah,
judge ruled
the head
that he
teacher
was
didn't.
lying. So was he in? I don't know if he was in the courtroom.
No, but did he? No, because listen, hey Babs, listen. The judge wouldn't have watched the Silence documentary, right?
No,
the judge
and
would have
that's
only-
another problem.
No, but the judge wouldn't need to watch the Silence documentary. It's up to Tommy Robinson, who's getting the liable claims brought against him, to bring all the evidence to show that the claims that they're calling liable are true. So, like the same thing with the hockey incident, with the knife incident, and then with the other planning of attacks or whatever. Like,
Look,
it's
as far as I'm concerned,
that's what has
when
happened.
you label 12 different people, are liars, and the one person that you say wasn't lying is a track record liar, that's fucking dodgy, mate. That
Who's
is
a track record
fucking
liar then in it all?
dodgy.
Babs, listen, the court
Jamal.
didn't ask Jamal any questions though. Like, so why would his character of lying or telling the
At
truth
school
be brought
said
into
that
question?
He lied all through his school.
Hold on.
But that's
Let's
nothing to do with
rewind.
it. Wait,
Let
but
me
listen.
rewind
Wait, hold
for
on,
a
Lix,
minute.
Lix, hold on one sec here. Was that? Hey, listen. The case was against the claims that Tommy Robinson and others had made in the Silence documentary against Jamal. So, again, like I keep trying to say, it's on the people that was making the claim to provide the evidence. I know a lot of times on this panel, people make claims and then we provide the evidence to show whether it's true or false or whatever. Yeah, but in a court case, if you're making the claim of this is wrong, right, or whatever, then you need to provide the evidence that shows where this is wrong, right, or whatever, right? So they wasn't able to provide that evidence. So,
but that doesn't mean just okay. So they weren't able to provide the evidence, 100% evidence.
none of the evidence.
I don't understand how.
I
people
just
can
want to
think that
rewind
aside-
it for a minute.
Hang
Just
on a minute. I'm fucking talking.
Are you,
Drunken
Babs?
bum.
Are you,
Right,
Babs?
I can't
Sorry.
understand how anybody can actually think that it's okay to label 12 people liars and say that one isn't, when that one has got, what is it, 119 disciplinaries on him at school. He's a well-tracked known liar. He brings knives into school, which was proven.
Not in court.
Anyway, as I was going to say, Veli, I'll talk to you.
Yeah,
I'm walking
Becky,
down the street, Veli.
drunken bitch.
And sorry, Babs, you fucking
You
ex-heroin
heard
addict
what
freak
I
of
fucking
nature.
said, you
You're going
fucking
jack
know
up, darling,
did
or have you got all
drunken
your
Alright, you
veins collapsed?
You lot still go too
Anyway,
bad. Don't
Veli,
go too
I
bad,
wasn't
man.
getting personal. Bab is just getting personal.
Oh,
If she wants
sorry,
to give
Benny, I
it,
have this.
she's gonna get it back off
in the
me.
chat every
Anyway,
day
shut
saying,
up
"Do you want
for
to
a
take the
minute.
heroin with me? Do you want to take the
Yeah,
heroin with
come on, let's
me?"
share a
Alright, hey Babs,
knee.
let her finish it because she was making
Anyway,
the point.
Veli,
And
I'm
then you
going
can
to
go
ask
next.
you this question, right?
Go
I'm in
on.
school, me and you, right? I'm in school, me and you, and Babette, right? And you're bullying Babette and me. And then me and Babette decide, right, we're going to humiliate you, which we do, and we upload it onto social media, which is what happened to that Jamal. They filmed him getting whatever it was waterboarded, put it online.
He didn't get
And then-
waterboarded. That
and
wasn't
then-
waterboarding. Are you kidding?
But there was no evidence to show that the claims of the person being bullied was being bullied. That's really what the problem is. That's where the liable claim is. That the claims made of the bullying wasn't proven to be true. Like there's none of the evidence was brought forward to show that it was true in it. So that's why he lost the liable court case in court.
Yeah, but
Right,
the
so
thing
let me
is
get
that
back. So,
kids
Venny,
do
we're in the
ask. Hang on a
shops
minute, Liz.
tomorrow
Hang
and
on a minute,
someone
Liz. I just need to
just
clear something up
slaps
with
you
Benny.
round
I'm
the
not
face
chatting
and
up,
Hey,
Liz.
hey,
uploads it.
Licks.
Let me have my
Let her cut
say.
in. Let her cut in 1 sec.
What, before
Pause
she
your bit.
forgets what she says?
Oh, shut up, you
Yeah, go on.
drunken
Oh,
cunt.
God.
Right. What? Yeah, see, now I'm
Right,
forgetting
babes.
where I'm
Do
going. Right. So
exactly. She
the
forgets what she
kids,
says.
yeah, the kids were having a fight. He didn't waterboard him, yeah. He threatened, that little boy threatened to rape Bailey's two little sisters, and that's what the argument started over.
So I
You
film
do
it,
know that,
upload
don't
it,
you?
yeah, and then you didn't think what would happen once you done that. Is that a bit low IQ? I'm going to film myself. Right, it's like me tomorrow. Just seeing you at a bus stop, Babs, and tangoing you right round the face.
Right, okay.
Uploading it, yeah.
I
Hold
would
on,
never
hold
see
on.
you, and
Uploading
clearly you
it
would
to
never get the chance
YouTube
to
and
do
saying,
that,
she's called me
Susie.
a drunk for weeks. Now I've
Oh, what?
tangoed her.
What? Like you've called me a fucking heroin taker for
What,
fun?
did you say you taken it?
Once.
I've never, ever claimed that I've taken it, but I will have a glass of wine.
Yeah, so you're drunk.
What, because I have a
Because you're
glass
not
of
just having
wine?
one glass of wine, are you?
One,
You come
what
on
do I
here
sound
drunk
like?
every
I'm
time.
maybe on 6 glasses of wine now then.
Fucking hell. But
So anyway,
it's
getting back
okay
to
for
what I
you
was
to
saying.
call
So
me a
Babs,
heroin
right? I'll
taker,
see you
but it's
tomorrow.
not okay for me to call you
And
an
as I
alcoholic.
see you, I think, you know what? I'm going to tango
fucking
Babs
time
round
you're
the face and upload it.
Fucking,
Yeah?
you're so low IQ.
What do you reckon of
What
that
do you
then? I'm going to tango
reckon?
you tomorrow,
I'll fucking
upload
tango
it.
you.
Then
Shut up.
Tommy will get onto it and go, look at this girl tangoing Babs. So then I
Whatever.
get interviewed and I go, do you know what? I don't even know this one, but she started calling me a drunk. So I
I
started
don't
hitting
even
back
know this woman,
verbally.
and she keeps
I
saying
verbally
that
hit
I'm
back
a
at her,
heroin
but then I
addict.
saw her and I thought, you know what? I'm going to tango her and upload it because she's a
So
bully.
you're such a fool that you think it's okay to call me a heroin addict every day, every time you see me. But then
No,
when I
Babs,
respond
listen,
by
don't
calling
twist
you
it. I don't
fucking
call you nothing.
alcoholic,
You call me
you get
drunk
all
every
butthurt.
day. I'm
Shut
going to
the
call you the
fuck
little
up.
ex-smackhead that you are, right? Size up.
Fuckhead. Shut
You
the fuck up.
Canadian. Get back on your fucking moose.
Shut up, you stupid low IQ
Are you
cunt.
Canadian, Bab?
No, I'm British.
Yeah, British Canadian.
Hey, you lot.
I've got a British
Listen, let me play the rest.
passport.
Let me
Shut
play the
the
rest of the
fuck up.
video.
Yeah.
Hey, you lot. Come on, chill out now. Let me play the
I ain't
rest of the video.
started it, but Babs likes to call me a drunk, and I'm going to give it
alright,
to
you
her,
lot.
Velly.
Calm down now, man. Calm down.
Velly,
Calm
what
down
am
now.
I meant to just go? Oh, Babs is going to
Yes,
abuse
I'm
me.
telling both of you to chill out now. Let me play the rest of the video, innit? Let's play the video and then we can get to another part of
Stupid
what we
cunt.
want to talk about.
Yeah, you fucking
man, stop,
memory
man.
loss freak.
Stop.
Shut
For
up,
many
you
things
stupid
in
fucking
Yeah. Can you remember
Mute
what
up,
you
mute up, the
said
video's
10
playing.
minutes
specifically
ago?
relevant to his libel
Can you
defence
remember
and
what
were
you
not
did
Mute
10
up,
considered
mute
and
up.
minutes
therefore
ago?
Yeah,
worthy of
even when
scrutiny.
drunk, I've got a memory, you
What I'm
cunt.
thinking about here particularly is the apparent non-disclosure agreements where teachers were apparently paid to not talk about the matter. The reason I mention this is that they are a red herring constantly raised as if they were somehow relevant. Tommy's defence did not include NDAs because NDAs did not have any defence value against the libel claims. So his defence's ultimate failure was not contingent on lack of such evidence. Once his defence was shown to have failed, it is quite understandable that his supporters want to clutch at the remaining straws. NDAs and also those Muslim threats, and we do have screenshots of that. This is a charming little compendium of such, with much blanking out for YouTube sensibilities. I get the confusion. The sheer proximity of those things to the issue leads people to think that they should be relevant. However, the simple fact is, somebody paying a teacher something for some reason does not act as a defence to Tommy's claims. It's as simple as that. All of that you've just seen sits within the scope of the libel defence and his false claims to have been unfairly treated and censored. But there is more, and this goes to the whole dishonest nature of the thing. In this photo, Tommy's on the left with the older brother of Bailey McLaren, Rhys McLaren, circled underneath in the photo. And this photo was posted earlier this year, 23rd of January, on the older McLaren boy's Twitter. And you can see how he says it's from almost a decade before the incident. A young Tommy and Mac, 2009-2010. Tommy posts underneath, memories, and Rhys comes back from the very beginning. I believe Big Brother is a friend of his from his EDL days, but I can't confirm that.
Can you stop?
We all understood that Tommy's involvement
Betty?
in this was entirely...
What relevance do you think the fact that Tommy knew his brother, if that is even true?
Well, it's obviously true, isn't it? Because the photo's like 10 years old, and they're commenting in the Facebook post saying, "Yeah, from the good old days" or whatever.
Bonnie,
However
but
long
what
ago we've known each
relevance
other.
has it got? What's the relevance?
The only
Bonnie?
relevance, the only relevance it has here is that it shows that obviously it wasn't that
They were
just by chance
friends,
that it wasn't by
acquaintances.
chance that listen, it wasn't by chance that Tommy saw what happened. It was because obviously he had more of a connection to my man, is why my man took up the case or took up the fight rather than it just being a random kid that he saw on the news and then got involved or whatever. But it's nothing to do with the libel case, really. But with the case, the points that he's proved in the case or whatever, there's no evidence for that, innit? Like, this is just the other stuff that's showing that it's not as clear cut as it's being made out to be.
But are you trying to say that actually might prove that Tommy is lying? Because I don't see the connection. Just because he happened to know his brother.
Listen, it shows that that between them lots know each other from previously, innit? Like that's so it's not just a random chance that he bumped into the thing, innit? So it's like a family friend.
Anyway, did he plead guilty then today? Did he plead guilty? Billy, did Tommy plead guilty today?
Yeah. It was a guilty
Well, I suppose he couldn't really not, could he, after putting it in Trafalgar Square?
Well, even after the guilty plea, it's strange that anyone's even arguing against what it is, because the first finding,
yeah, he's put his hands up, hasn't he? Really,
the second guilty plea.
He's put his hands up to contempt. He's put his hands up to
Happy Monday, guys!
His hands up to show in the film. That's what he's done. Not to the film not being true.
Evening, Ghost.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Use that. Yo, listen,
I
yeah.
don't share a panel with this thing.
I big up yourself, man. But listen, when everyone's on the panel, yeah. Yo, wait. Listen, when everyone's on the panel, yeah, we only got to speak one at a time and let each other finish each other's sentences and all that.
Let her finish.
You need to be able to hear.
Yeah, but like I said, I think
a
few points were missed off. Like, obviously, the young lady, she made the claims. I'm not on about Babs, she's almost fucking dying. I'm on about the young lady in school. She made the claim that she had these therapy sessions because of Jamal. When they pulled off all the therapy report, there was no mention of Jamal even in it. Imagine you're having therapy, you're going to talk about the incident more than anything else, but there was no mention of the incident or Jamal. So, it was just made up. So I'm glad Tommy Robinson pleaded guilty, because there's no way he was going to prove his innocence on this one. It was a open and shut case. It was clear that this man lied. And then, she's like, I don't know why people will lie. They were lying for Tommy. They're lying because all the Tommy Robinson's supporters, the parents, the racists, were like, yeah, we need to save
people
Tommy.
lie in court for their mates all the time, man.
Yeah, it's like, and
Not strange.
the thing is, Jamal's integrity or him lying or his record didn't matter because Tommy Robinson didn't do his due diligence as a journalist to investigate. He made up shit and then tried to make that lie into a reality. But this is when all the kids were brought into it to lie on behalf of Tommy Robinson. So
Yeah,
Babs,
no,
This is
you
what's mad,
can't.
yeah, is that the people
You
that are
can't
allowing the
involve
finesse and the
teenagers
remix. Yo,
in your
Nick, hold on a sec, yeah.
campaign.
What's mad, yeah, is that people were allowing the finesse and the remix, yeah, to man saying that man's only pleaded guilty to the contempt of court, yeah. But the contempt of court is for playing the liable claims in public, which man has been found guilty of the claims being liable, right? So that, obviously that's a guilty plea to the claims being false, right? So that means you lot really should be trying to concentrate. I thought this is what I thought the people was going to be trying to do, is concentrated on trying to move to Unite the Kingdom DVD and talk about that instead of talking about this silence
so
one. That's
the
what
thing
I
is,
thought. That's what
Babs
I
has
thought.
been
It's like, raw.
what I found bamboozling is when Babs was talking to you, Veli, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't know about this," but she's been arguing of this for months. That Tommy Robinson is not guilty and Jamal this, that, the other. When you pointed out some facts to her about the doctors and this, that, the other, remember her mum said she reported it to the doctors. They went A&E and there was no A&E report. They said that all this stuff never happened. So this is why the judge threw it out and said, you guys are lying. And people lie, like you said, people can lie to save other people, and they're thinking, yeah, their lie will work. But when it comes to evidence, that got all thrown out of court because the evidence was so weak compared. And Bob was arguing for months and months. Didn't even know that the doctor's notes didn't suggest anything like this. So it shows you that these people are just watch a documentary that Tommy's made. That's obviously in his favor. He's not going to make a documentary in Jamal's favor, is he? So he's made a biased documentary, and he's like, yeah, let's just watch the documentary. That's the truth. Even though, if you look at, I think me and Danny Jones went over this years ago when this Bailey incident happened. Tommy interviewed him then. I've got the interview on my channel. I've just put it on private. And then, if you look at the documentary, the reasons Bailey said he attacked Jamal are two different reasons. He gave a different reason in the first interview and a totally different reason in silence. So it clearly shows you in silence he said he raped, and in the original one he said Jamal threatened to stab him. So it was already like a lie. But yeah, Bailey's. So this is why Babs ran, because she knew that at the day.
Them claims are liable still, cause like.
Well, it shows you the intelligence.
You know what it is, yeah, as well. Even in the court case, yeah, it's gonna say like the way that the judge is breaking down your guilty plea. Like you understand that this guilty plea means that you understand that blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. Like obviously you understand the claims that you're making are not true, and that's along with the guilty plea, right? So man's gonna come out after like next year, I think next October or whatever. Next if man's coming out in the summer or something, isn't it? Yeah, next summer man will be out on the roadside or whatever, and then just gonna be spitting about, yo,
even
they locked me up.
Just gonna be
They
like,
locked me up for a lie.
for no
They locked
reason.
me up on a lie. I'm a political prisoner.
They're even calling that
and
Peter
things
Lynch
there
a
too.
martyr. That Peter Lynch dude that got sentenced to 2 years and so much, he got done because he was one of the front runners in the crowd that burnt down the hotel. He even pleaded guilty to being part of violent disorder, part of a group that was. So even though he didn't initially throw anything himself, he was like the front head of that thing. This is why he pleaded guilty. But like these typical Tommy supporters, they will twist anything. Even if you look at Tommy's previous rally, he showed the stuff about that neo-Nazi. What was he called? Something Sam Millia.
Sam
So
Millia,
some media only got done for stickers,
Patriot
refugees
returning,
not welcome, this and the other. But Tommy didn't show the rest of the stickers, all the anti-Semitic stickers that he posted, and all the Hitler loving that he was doing. He didn't show none of that. So it shows you that these people support liars, they support racists, and I don't know what the end game is. Like, if you're racist, just say it with your chest.